Medical misinformation is everywhere. Dr. Mitch is here for straight talk and to give you the truth.
Welcome to part one of a multi-part series on estrogens. Hopefully making this a primer that you'll understand estrogens very well and its part in basically human physiology. Estrogens include estrone, estradiol, and estriol. They're typically also made by other places like in peripheral tissues, adipose, adrenal glands, and pregnancy in the placenta. Similar to adipose tissue as well, breast tissue contains that converting enzyme aromatase, which takes, for example, testosterone and or androgens and can convert it to estrogens. The brain can do this as well and can make its own local estrogen production, which will influence neurological behavior. Aromatase is also in bone tissue and helps regulate bone density and can affect bone health too. The skin contains aromatase, which can influence local estrogen levels and affect your skin and aging too. Males, well, it's in the testes and it can help regulate the balance between the androgens and the estrogens. Aromatase can be expressed even in vascular tissue, where it can play a role in cardiovascular health. Now, there are widespread sites of aromatase expression. It tells you how many various physiological processes, including reproduction, bone health, and brain function, that estrogen's involved in. These are sometimes called intracrine production of estrogen. It's where cells in certain tissues can convert circulating androgens, such as androstenedione and testosterone, into estrogens, regardless of how much is circulating in the circulation. This is crucial, by the way, this production for tissue functions, but it also is why certain cancers use estrogen locally. Estrogen always begins pretty much from cholesterol to pregnenolone. It's converted in the cytochrome system. Pregnenolone is converted to progesterone, gets transformed into androgens such as androstenedione and testosterone, and these are several enzymes not important to this discussion. And then eventually testosterone is aromatized to a form of estradiol. That's the most potent prevalent estrogen in premenopausal women, estradiol. Even androstenedione is aromatized to form estrone. And estrone's less potent than estradiol, but it's more prevalent in postmenopausal women. And of course, during pregnancy, estriol is produced in significant amounts, and it's typically synthesized as in the downstream of 16-alpha-hydroxy dehydroepiandrosterone sulfate, which is produced by the fetal adrenal glands, and then it's converted by the placenta into estriol. Now, tissue-specific conversion of peripheral tissues such as adipose tissue, estrone can be converted into estradiol. Be aware of that. So estrone can be converted into estradiol, and it's a biphasic, and that means it can go vice versa, meaning going from estrone to estradiol, and this is by the action of basically 17-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase enzymes, and that allows for local regulation of estrogen activity. Complex so far? Please watch this a few times, because as we go on, it'll make sense why looking at estrogens and all the total estrogens, their combinations, their ratio, becomes so important depending upon where the individual patient happens to be and what sort of circumstances are underlying it. But it is an extremely important measurement. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next part.